This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Have you just been shortlisted for a job that you haven't even applied for, or asked to make an exorbitant payment for your offer? Where have all those calls to get you into a company now gone to? Now all these are the signs of spammers following you. Tonight we expose the big recruitment scam which is taking advantage of your eagerness for a job. Good evening, I'm Divya and joining me tonight is Ms. Dorothy Thomas. And while it's a cold and sluggy Sunday evening inside, school students in Chennai can enjoy another day at home. Heavy rains have been predicted for the next 24 hours and a holiday has been declared for schools tomorrow. An emergency meet to bring stock of the flood situation in the state will be held in the next 2 days. And Lokpriya joins us for more. We'll bring you all that and more in detail, but first the top stories on News Tonight. While you are job hunting, the spammers are chasing you. NDTV Hindu exposes the thriving recruitment scam swindling your money. Jayalalitha reacts to NDTV Hindu's expose on the Tamil Nadu Housing Board scam. This is the opposition leader's strong remark.
5-year rule of the minority DMK government itself, one big scam.
And on the mother of all scams, the AIADMK reflects the parliament logjam. Jayalalitha says they will stick to its stand for a JPC.
There is no change in our stand. The AIADMK is firm in demanding a JPC.
Meanwhile, Alagiri brings up a surprise in the DMK camp, pushing Dayanidhi Maran is the chemicals minister trying to smoke the peace pipe with his nephew. Is your electricity meter reading the wrong units? Here is a report to power you through on what tenants should be aware of. And holiday declared for schools in Chennai on Monday. Heavy rains are predicted for Chennai in the next 24 hours. Let's also bring you the national news making headlines. The IPL Governing Council gives the Kochi team a go-ahead. The new ownership patterns are found acceptable. President Sarkozy to meet Prime Minister over dinner. Nuclear liability and reactor deals are on top of the agenda. Airlines back down on the proposed fare bans. Fares to be rationalized by 25%. Karnataka Governor backs the Lokayukta, says they are competent to probe the land scam. Well, a boom in many sectors across the country has catapulted a subsequent increase in the number of jobs, but some elements in the society have decided to take advantage of the boom in quite a wrong way. We are talking about job consultancies having transformed from being a service-oriented business to a money-spinner one. Our reporter Krishnamurthy finds out how many consultancies in Chennai mint money in their business, riding on your misery.
Job agencies tell you where the opportunities are. After all, that's their job. As the number of freshers who flock around them increase, consultancies appear to have started to exploit the situation.
Some amount அனுப்பிவிடுங்க ஒரு அக்கவுண்ட் நம்பர் டீடைல்ஸ் எனக்கு மெசேஜ் பண்ணிருந்தாங்க.
எவ்வளவு அமௌண்ட் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணீங்க?
7360 sir.
Joseph was one of the several victims NDTV Hindu spoke to. He says there's no follow-up after the process is started.
நான் ஒரு மெசேஜ் எல்லாம் பண்ண ஒரு ரிப்ளை பண்ணல ஃபோன் பண்ண அதுக்கப்புறம் கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் கொடுத்தாரு எஜிப்ட்ல கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் அந்த நம்பரை வச்சு நான் செக் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன் இங்க அவரோட கோடு +201 அத செக் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன் எஜிப்ட் கோடு சோ எஜிப்ட்ல இருக்கு.
But job agencies which fail to deliver continue to be in business without being punished, and that's because
போலீஸ் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கொடுத்தா அப்புறம் பப்ளிஷ் ஆகும். நான் வந்து கேஸுக்கு வந்து அலைய வேண்டியது இருக்கும். So எதுக்கு சார் போனது போட்டும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை முடியாது சார் அலையிறதுக்கெல்லாம். நான் வேற சென்னை அவுட்டர்ல இருக்கேன் ஒரு வாட்டி இங்க வர முடியாது.
It's just that question of whether the people come and report, come and report and action can be taken against them. Collective action is very important in such cases to even prohibit. So as attorneys we cannot go behind. You have to come and complain to us. You have to come and report.
So how should job seekers, especially freshers, identify the right agencies? Experts in the business stress on reputation.
An individual job seeker need to do their homework. They need to find out whether company is a good company, whether the company is a reputed company. Just because somebody is asking, don't give large sums of money. go for a company which has been there in the business, who have a long track record, you know, who have helped find jobs for many people. How many people that they find jobs? What kind of companies are their customers? I think you can do this kind of homework. You can find out this. Then I think you can go forward.
With a huge number of consultancies operating across the country who charge anywhere between 100 rupees to a month's salary for their consultation fees, victims are of the view that there is a need to keep a legal tab on them. They feel that this will ensure the accountability and transparency of companies. In Chennai, this is Krishnamurthy for NDTV Hindu.
And let me welcome my guest tonight, Ms. Dorothy Thomas, an attorney with the Kochhar & Co. Now, welcome to our studios, ma'am. You've specialized a lot with corporate laws. Now, the biggest loophole in this is something like there is no regulatory to keep a tab on these consultancies. The main advantage that they enjoy is that they do not have to officially register. Anybody who wants can start a consultancy.
Right and wrong. One is that while there are a gamut of laws that protect victims of consulting fraud, you can actually approach under the Indian Penal Code for breach of trust. There's fraud, there's cheating, you can go against them. And there is the Passports Act, which provides protection. There is the Foreigners Act, that's Immigrants Act, which provides protection. But these are all protections granted if you're a victim of such fraud. But there's nothing that protects you in the base level, in the sense that before the fraud is being committed, some kind of a check and balance, some kind of a registration authority is not in principle there. But for recruitment agencies which basically deal with foreign recruitment, there is the Ministry of Overseas Affairs has set up this wing, special wing called Protector of Immigrants. So these consulting companies who deal with the recruitment for overseas abroad placements,
so they have a standard procedure that they
are required to
registered.
be registered. Absolutely, they're required to be registered. Not many candidates know anything about it. There's no education provided to the candidates when they approach a consulting.
So with these international companies, they also have a link up directly only with the company. They do not approach you directly. So there is no transaction of money between the person who's applying for the job and the job consultancy, which is how ideally is the contract that should go that way.
Absolutely. And therefore, the fact that there's evidence collection is so difficult in case something goes wrong, because there's a main agent, there's a sub agent, there are various people involved in the line, in the loophole. So candidates find it very difficult when they're not offered what they were promised, or sometimes they even go to the placement, they realize that it's a totally different company. They provided a placement, but then they're cheated on. Several instances where they pay this huge lump sums, for the passion of going abroad, and then they lose it. So I think what's very essential is to have a regulatory mechanism where each and every consulting agency registers. There's some sort of a body.
That is not in place. This is something where the onus is on the job seeker as well.
Absolutely.
So either he checks, or otherwise where there is a case of cheating, he goes and complains, which is not there in many cases, like we saw in the report as well. Not many of them actually go forward and lodge a complaint.
Absolutely.
Now this definitely is an advantage to the consultants as well, because there is no clear case of just shutting down so many of these fake consultancies.
I totally agree. I mean, there are like 158 cases on an average recorded with the crime
lack
branch.
Of fear, which is why they're working.
And you and me, I'm sure every person knows one individual who's been cheated in their family, or through their friend circle. So yeah, that's absolutely it's also because these are candidates who are seeking a job. I mean, they're looking for a some sum for their living, and they cheated of the money and whatever they probably gathered up, and then to go behind them, file an FIR.
So there is not really a points person to actually go and approach with your complaint.
Yeah, what they need to do.
There is a safety net for you to fall back on.
Absolutely. They have to right now. The procedure as it stands right now is that they go and file an FIR with the police. The police then reports it to the POE, the Protector of Immigrants, if it's a case involving a foreign placement, and then they take care. So it's a long drawn process, and evidence collection is so difficult that which candidate just a fresh out of college, or even a individual seeking a job, can undergo that process. It's very difficult. So we need to have some sort of a tribunal mechanism, or a speed code, or a redressal mechanism for such
So for someone
such
who is
fraud.
watching the show right now and
Yeah.
who is applying for a job, probably speculative of what he is getting into, what would you tell him?
I think if he's looking for a job, especially with respect to placements abroad, my suggestion would be to first have a check on this institution, the recruitment agency, if they're registered with the POE. You can just pick the phone, speak to the POE. They have a list of registered companies. Check on them and then do a background check and kind of try and have a referral mechanism. And also a written contract is so essential. I don't know many candidates who sign a written contract, a valid contract. I mean,
Well.
obviously not a fraudulent one.
Right,
a lot of
Thanks very much, Ms. Dorothy, for joining us on our discussion on News Tonight. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Pleasure.
Well, still ahead on the bulletin, if you are a tenant who is paying more money for electricity than the tariff set, then you do not want to miss the story.